Hallå allesammans, god morgon och välkomna tillbaka till The Colorful World. I want to spread my wings and fly into the sky. Den här vision novelen som vi har börjat läsa här, och vi kommer bara att hoppa rätt in och fortsätta med detta. Förra gången så fick vi veta ganska konstiga grejer. Jag tror att det här utspelar sig i någon slags alternativa dimensioner och grejer, så att det är lite skumt, men det kan bli intressant, så att jag är ganska taggad på att ta reda på vad det här handlar om. Så jag är hemma nu, I'm home. Välkommen hem. I went straight home after leaving Arashiyama Hall. This is where I live. It's a small rundown apartment room on the outskirts of town. I live here alone, so there's nobody to lovingly welcome me back. It's been that way for as long as I can remember, ever since I first woke up in this room. I checked the time, okay, intressant. It happens to be just a little after 8. Så han har liksom förlorat ganska mycket minnen. Han kommer ändå ihåg hon Mio, hans childhood friend. Henne kommer han ihåg, men annars har han liksom glömt bort massa skit. Men han kommer ihåg att de var vänner sedan barnsben. I feel kind of restless, though I'm not sure why. I always feel that way whenever I'm in here. My body just doesn't want to sit still for whatever reason. Yet, odd as it is, I feel a sort of attachment to this room. It doesn't make any sense. I mutter that to myself, then shut my eyelids. The person in my dream is calling to me. At least I feel they are. Okej, det hade nog varit bättre att avsluta här, men det är svårt att veta på förväg. Så, vad ska jag göra? Dot. The winds are howling. Fwish, fwash. Feathers dance high in the sky as they perform the serenade to steal someone away. The voice says to me, let's exchange a promise. I look directly upward at the vast open sky. The wind howls, the strong chilly sea breeze. The wind turbines atop the mountain slowly rotate. Swish, swoosh, swish, swoosh. Then I hear the voice again. In a world beyond return they call to me. Please, I beg of you. Please save us. Det säger han ändå ut högt. It's the dead of night. I seem to have awoken at some odd hour. 2 o'clock in the morning to be exact. I saw that dream again. It was an immensely unpleasant dream. And I'm not able to recall with clear detail what went on in it. That only adds to my discomfort. I desperately scoured the recesses of my mind for any minute details pertaining to the dream. I managed to recall only 2 things: feathers falling from the sky, and the person telling me to save them. Maybe I really should ask Suzu-san about it. It's a dream I see virtually every night, so it can't be entirely unrelated to our work. Maybe it has some sort of real-world significance. I've yet to mention these dreams to her. I doubt anyone wants to listen to someone ramble about a dream they had. That sounds boring. Anyhow, I don't know why, but I don't feel like I'll be able to sleep well tonight. It may be because of the dream. Or possibly because of how restless and uncomfortable I feel whenever I'm in this apartment room. My chest feels so agonizingly tight. I ultimately decide to take a nighttime stroll through the town, still in my sleepwear. Är det där legit liksom så här en riktig Coca-Cola-maskin? Eller vad står det? Står det kaki cola? För de kan ju omöjligt ha en riktig liksom Coca-Cola-maskin. Det skulle de aldrig få ha. Det skulle vara liksom copyright-problem åt helvete. Jag tror det står Coca-Cola. I ultimately decided, jag trodde först det var, det såg ut att vara riktigt, jag blev förvirrad. Ultimately decided to take a nighttime stroll through the town, still in my sleepwear. I sleep naked. I'm not planning to stay out here long, only until the drowsiness kicks in. I gaze up at the night sky, like the me in my dream always does. A large full moon hangs high above, radiating a faint orange glow. It's so outlandishly large that one would think it came straight from some fantasy world. Okej, så han liksom ser den där månen sådär. Full moon hangs high above. Nej. The full moon is pretty, but it's also kind of a sudden strong gust of wind. The wind turbines rotating slowly and rhythmically, and feathers falling from the sky. Yeah, that would seem way too out of place in this pitch black sky. Even disregarding that. Men alltså den är ju inte liksom full, ska ni inte kommentera det? Rain, snow and hail fall from the sky, not feathers. Please. I beg of you. Please save us. Still staring at the dark sky above, I softly mutter those words that always seem to play on loop within my dream. Men ska ni inte säga någonting om det? A large full moon hangs high above, radiating a faint orange glow. Varför ska ni inte kommentera det? A voice says to me, let's exchange a promise. A promise? I made one. Rather than me in the dream did. Everything about that dream is clouded in obscurity. The logic of that world, the reasoning behind my actions, everything. What the hell is it trying to tell me? This restlessness, this irritation, it refuses to go away. Huh? I suddenly see Shinku's face directly in front of me. What's up? Huh? Yeah, but why? She gently grabs my hand. Shinku.
自分で言い出しておいてなんだけど、改めてこういうことをするのはちょっと恥ずかしいかもしれないな。
She smiles a bit bashfully. Hey, what are you... She begins to playfully swing my hand back and forth. It's like a child enjoying a leisurely stroll after the passing of a rainstorm. What's gotten into you? You're acting weird. Still allowing her to continue swinging my arm, I continue. Are you sick? She pouts. Then why are you doing all this? I'm telling you, it's just not like you.
それはこっちのセリフだよ。丸ごと全部返してやる。変なのはユーマ。
How so?
お前の方なんだ。さっきからなんだか難しい顔してる。どうせ夢のことを考えていたんだろう。
Well...
ユーマが考えてることくらい、私はお見通しなんだよ。
It's easy enough for me to guess what's going on in that head of yours. So, allow me to summarize. She wanted to hold my hand because I had a pensive expression on my face. I'm not following the logic behind that.
悩んでも考えてもわからないものはわからない。わからないものはわからないで、今はそれでいいんだ。放っておいて構わない。
For now.
そう。今わからないこともいつかわかるようになる時がきっと来るから。
What is that supposed to mean?
今この瞬間にわからないこと、どうしても知りたいって思うこと、だから何も不安に思うことはないんだ。
It sounds like some sort of religious dogma.
違う。これは時間と物質とを思考的に捉えた力学の問題だ。そんなんじゃない。
Doesn't seem any different to me.
実際的な観測の数値と価値観の相違だ。
Sorry, you're losing me.
とにかく私は無宗教なんだ。神様とは意見が合わない。だからそんなオカルトと科学的な観測を一緒にしないでほしい。
Hold on, religious faith isn't paranormal.
いいから黙って手をつながれていろ。それ以上何もいらない。
I focus my attention on the hand I'm holding, on Shinko's small, gauzy palm. A cozily warm physical sensation. She has a translucent body. In essence, she is something like a spirit. Yet, for some reason, I'm able to touch and feel her when no one else can. It's a total mystery. I slowly trace my fingertips along the palm of her hand.
やめろ。くすぐったいじゃないか。
She giggles. Everything about her is a mystery.
しかしあれだな
Huh? What's funny?
一人じゃろくに夜も眠れないだなんていつまで経っても世話がかかって仕方ないやつだなユーマは
I'll be quiet. I tighten my grip on her hand. Leading Shinko by hand, I take us in the direction of the roar of the sea. Suddenly, however, she stops dead in her tracks and stares off in the distance curiously. What's wrong? As I said, her body is spiritual in essence. Consequently, I didn't stop due to some physical force pulling me back. I simply noticed she stopped and reacted.
あれはなんだ
Huh? I half-heartedly follow her gaze and look diagonally upwards. Hold up. Thereupon I spot what it is that Shinko's... Thereupon I spot what it is that has Shinko so dumbstruck. You're kidding. An old mossy lighthouse is situated in that direction. Why? And on top of that balcony guardrail is a girl. What is she doing up there? Standing there all by her lonesome, clad in a kimono.
何やってるんだあの子はあんなところであんな格好で足を滑らせたらどうするつもりなんだ
Vadå at that height wearing what she is? Är det hennes klädsel som är problemet här? It's so late too, and she's all alone. We both exchange glances and tilt our heads in complete bemusement. There's no way that's safe. As the sight of it is enough to send a shiver down my spine. All it would take is a momentary breeze with just the right amount of force and she'd lose her footing and fall.
なあユーマ
Huh?
ちょっとだけ不謹慎なことを言うかもだけどいいか
Sure.
まさかあの子今からあそこから飛び降りますというようなタイミングじゃないよな
What? You think she's jumping? Truthfully, I'd already considered the possibility too, which is why Shinko's mentioning of it has caused my heart rate to skyrocket. No way. Who in the right mind would ever think of doing something like that? Vänta va? Det finns folk som gör det. Det är inte liksom en helt orimlig tanke. But just as I was about to scoff at her absurdity, not a single second later. Wait. The girl standing atop the guardrail reaches out to the moon and surrenders herself to the pull of gravity. What? My body had kicked into autopilot, and I was already darting towards the lighthouse as fast as my legs could move. That idiot. It took place on a midsummer night, a night when I was having a bit of trouble sleeping. What fell from the sky where the full moon hung was neither rain nor snow nor hail, nor feathers like in my dream, but a single girl. Det där lät som slutet på prologen. Ja, indeed. Så här gör vi. Jag stänger av ljudet där. Det här brukar oftast, introsekvenser brukar oftast vara ganska heavily copyright grejer. När det är liksom så här musik och grejer. För det här är ju actual liksom vocals. Okej, så det här var slutet på prologen antar jag. Nikaido Shinku. Där är den personen som ser ut som en jävla papercut från Hoshison no Moria. Kisaragami och Tomini Tsukasa. Wow. Det finns fler karaktärer. Jag tänkte liksom så här 5 routes, men det kanske finns fler. Jag vet inte. Jag har ingen aning. Sitta och läsa. Sitta och göra någonting. Stå uppe på ett vindkraftverk. Verkar inte säkert. Bara ska sitta och kommentera vad som händer här. Men jag menar, så länge de liksom håller sig ganska... Det verkar vara en ganska intressant story faktiskt. Jag tror att den här kan leda till något ganska intressant. Tror jag. Jag menar, Hoshisaru no Memoria var väldigt intressant och det här är liksom släppt bara 1 år efter så att det kommer nog ha ganska mycket samma drag. Kanske till och med bättre. Där har vi The Clock. I want to spread my wings and fly into the sky. Okej, whatever. Det var väl det hon försökte göra, antar jag. Chapter 1. The Girl Who Fell from the Sky. Paper Moon. Intressant. Att de faktiskt delar upp det i chapters sådär. Ango. The girl is plummeting toward the ground. The second I saw her fall, my instincts kicked in and I bolted in her direction. Come on, please. I gotta reach her in time. I have to, goddammit. By my estimates, I was about 10.5 meters from the lighthouse at my starting point. No normal person would ever be able to run that distance as quickly as I need to. But luckily, I'm no ordinary person. I'm Suzu-san's apprentice, so I better be able to pull off something this easy if I want to live up to that title. She'd be able to pull off a feat like this, sparing no effort whatsoever. I just know it. And if she can do it, then so can I. Come on. I stretch my arms as far as they're physically capable of. Every extra millimeter is crucial. Fucking hell, man. After deeming that I will still fail to reach her in time, I attempted a dolphin dive out of desperation. Ugh. But alas, even after that, my hands clearly missed the mark. The girl makes impact, right on my back. I miscalculated the momentum needed for my heroic save, which resulted in me overshooting the distance by a foot or so. Desperation breeds failure, it seems. God, I must have looked like such an idiot. Every bone in my body is screaming in pain. What? Oh, what have I done? No, skrattar du? She nods, blatantly stifling her laughter. As for the girl who fell on top of me, she appears to be out cold. Hey, can you hear me? You alive? I give her a few light smacks on the cheek. She's not responding.
頭を打ったのかもしれない。あまり動かさない方がいいな。頭部のダメージは深刻になりやすいんだ。
Huh? But she doesn't seem to have any external injuries from what I can see.
それでも、そういうのは慎重になるに越したことはないから。
Good point. I softly stroked the girl's forehead with my fingertips. Her skin is such a pale porcelain white that you might be able to convince me that she'd never seen the light of the sun.
Yuma? 何を考えてる?
If she hit her head and incurred some sort of serious injury, then I'm 100% to blame.
は? 何を言うんだ?
Nej. I can't stop the growling guilt in my chest. If Suzutan had been in my shoes, she no doubt would have saved the girl. I can't hold a candle to her.
Yuma?
I was desperate to catch her, too desperate, and because of that I didn't account for what else might happen.
だから、さっきから何が言いたいんだ?
Ultimately, I'm responsible for her injuries.
バカなこと言うんじゃない。
Why not?
そうだよ。確かにこの子はどこか怪我をしてしまったかもしれないけれど。だけど、それはお前のせいなんかじゃない。こうして命を助けられたんだから、それで十分じゃないか。むしろ、感謝されるべきことだと思う。
You really think I've made that much of a difference?
そうさ。
Still, I ask myself, would a person who had willingly chosen to throw away their life thank someone who saved them? She had cast herself from that rail to what was certain death, awaiting below. I had witnessed firsthand the resolve in her actions. Yet, I chose to deny her that. My body had acted before my mind even had time to think. I can't judge if I ultimately made the right decision. Should I have saved her life, or was it self-righteous of me to think I could decide her fate for her?
だけど何なんだ?
Never mind. I shake my head, then move on to other matters. I have no idea what had led to her wanting to jump from the lighthouse and attempt to end her life. Now that I've saved her from the initial fall, I'd feel beyond awful if her condition took a turn for the worse solely because of my incompetency. I want to reverse things, make it so that she was never injured from the fall in the first place. Shinku,
なんだ?
I have a request.
お願い?
Yeah.
なんだよ. どうしたんだ? 言いたいことがあるならはっきり言え。お願いっていうのは何なんだ?
Possibly heal her?
なるほど。やっぱりそう来るよな。
She heaves a heavy sigh.
まあ、お前のことだから、そう言うだろうと予想くらいはしていたけれど。
Whatever the injury was, a blunt hit, a laceration, or something else entirely, it was evidently severe enough to cause her to lose consciousness. Please, I want you to heal her using your powers. Shinku stares deeply into my eyes, almost as if she's probing my mind itself. Mind probing? Is that too much to ask for?
ダメじゃない。人助けだもんな。それ自体はダメじゃないんだが。
She folds her arms, shuts her eyes, and continues on.
私たちには特別な力がある。
Well, yeah. What's the point of restating that now?
まあ、いいから聞けって。
She begins her explanation after a brief interlude of silence.
私たちのその力を使えば、確かにその子を助けることができるだろうとは思うよ。
No matter how ghastly the injury, a severed head, a crushed heart, every bone in the body shattered, both eyes gouged out, all 10 fingers cut off, it makes no difference whatsoever. So long as the essence of life, the thing referred to by some as the soul, still remains intact inside a person, Shinku can completely heal any wounds of the flesh.
なんせ私は魔法使いだから。ユーマの言葉を借りるなら。
Right, so just use your power and...
だけどユーマ、私の力はただじゃない。力には代償とルールがあるから。それはお前にとって重大な。
Please, we don't have time to sit here and discuss this. Every minute we waste could mean the difference between life and death for this girl. She lightly shakes her head. I can tell through that expression, she's given up on trying to persuade me any further.
わかった。だけどユーマ、何を忘れたとしても、ルールだけは忘れるな。
Huh?
夜寝る前に日記を書く。ただそれだけ守ってくれさえすれば、私はそれでいいんだ。
She then reaches down and softly lays her fingers on the girl's pale forehead. A spell is being cast. Shinku's magic is an inconspicuous type, which means she chants no grandiloquent incantation, nor emits any sort of feint. Mysterious lights from her hands. Even though we don't see it, we know it to be there. A distinctive disinfectant-like aroma slowly disperses throughout the surrounding air.
終わったぞ。ついでに、こまごました裂傷や内身も直しておいた。
Ja, tack för det. Det tog bara bort 1 år av mitt liv. Men tack, antar jag. Thanks a lot. I inspect the girl resting in my arms. It seems to me like she's regained at least a bit of her complexion.
何か異常はあるか、ユーマ。
Nothing at all. Huh? I look at the girl once more, scrutinizingly. She seems fine to me.
その子のことを言っているんじゃないよ、ユーマ。 私が心配しているのはお前のことだ。
Me?
私のことはちゃんと覚えているか？
Yeah, I do. I sacrificed certain things in order to use her power. That seems to be the source of her fears. I still remember you, Shinku. I'd never forget who you are.
そうか。
I peer down at the girl's face once again. Jag misstänker att vi kommer... Det hade varit ganska intressant story. Jag misstänker att vi kommer gå tillbaka till skolan eller någonting, så kommer vi inte ens veta vem hon den där Mio är. Kanske. Det hade varit intressant. Det känns som att vi ändå fått veta... Det känns som att vi ändå liksom fått träffa henne. Nu måste de göra någonting med det också. Att liksom, då kanske vi glömmer henne. Då får ändå vi... Då vet ändå vi vilka hon är, typ. Det hade varit ganska intressant. This shouldn't be. Shinku, she isn't waking up.
傷は完璧に治したんだ。外も中も完璧に。どこにもミスはないよ。ただ気を失ってるだけだろ。気にすることじゃない。
You sure?
ああ。そんなことよりどうするんだ？その調子じゃしばらくは目を覚まさないと思うけど。
Right. What should we do about that? I was so preoccupied with getting her healed that I hadn't given a single consideration to it.
病院はまあ必要ないが。どうする？警察にでも届けるか？
The police? I don't know about that. I'm not too fond of that idea for various reasons. And I have a feeling that the girl herself wouldn't want to be placed in police custody. Technically speaking, attempted suicide is considered a crime and can be punishable. Okay, how about we just take her home with us for now? Vad ska ni bära henne? I hoist up the girl's limp body. She's light, astonishingly light. Huh? Shinko, however, stays rooted where she stands. Her lips are pursed and she appears disgruntled. What's wrong?
お人よし。
I'm not. I didn't make my decision out of any altruistic desire. If I just leave her to the elements, something might happen to her, and then your magic would have been all for naught. That's my sole reasoning. All right. Jag tror dock att vi måste avsluta här för att jag ska börja röra mig till jobbet. Så nu blir det lite av en cliffhanger här. Men jag är taggad på att fortsätta. Jag ska fortsätta spela när jag kommer hem sen. Men det här får bli slutet här. Jag ska kolla här. Jag vet ju liksom inte hur länge till det håller på. Det är det som är det värsta. Det var bra om man visste det. Nej, men det här är ganska intressant. Det börjar bli ganska... lite mer hooked här. Jag ser verkligen fram emot att se vart det här tar en sen. Movie mode. Okej, vi får bara se om filmen igen. Sound mode. Flower draped in sorrows. Okej, så där är ändå hon. Det är hon som är the carbon copy of Asa heter hon, va? I Horsesarna Memoria. All right. Men jag får tacka så mycket för att ni har tittat på det här. Det börjar bli lite intressant ändå. Jag har spelat in 3 avsnitt här nu så att... jag ska nog spela in mer sen när jag kommer hem från jobbet. Ska vi se vart vi hamnar någonstans då. Men det här avsnittet är slut så jag tackar så mycket för att ni har kollat. Så hörs vi igen nästa gång och tills dess så får ni ha det bra. Tack så mycket för att ni har kollat. Hej då, ta hand om er.